Hello there. My name is Grayman, and today I'm going to teach you the countable and the uncountable nouns. But before we start our topics today, the question is, so what is noun? Before we talk about countable and uncountable, what is noun? A noun is a name of a person, whether it is his gender, say a man, a woman, a boy, or a girl, or if we say the name of the person, Tom or Sami or any name. So this is what we call noun, a name of a person or name of people generally, names of places, names of things, names of animals. For example, if you have a cat, so a cat is a noun. Dog, cow, you name it, all animals. Okay, so even thoughts, ideas, also these are nouns generally. Now, these nouns could be countable or uncountable. So first of all, let's see what is the countable nouns. The countable nouns are the nouns that we can count. If you look at the word here, this is the word count. Count means to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're counting. Any nouns, any names, any things, places that you can count, these are countable. That means you're able to count them. These countable nouns. I'll give you a practical example. Look around you. So what do you have there? Wherever you are, probably there are tables or chairs around you, right? Probably there are pens, pencils, books. Anything that you can count to go 1, 2, 3, 4, this is called countable nouns. For example, how many cities did you visit? Or how many countries have you been to? How many countries? Cities. Okay. How many streets are there from here to there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can count the streets, you can count the cities, you can count the countries. Anything that you can count is called countable. In other words, the countable always, they come in the form of singular. Singular means one. We say a cat, a house, a table. This is one. Only one. Then we say 2 cats, 7 tables, 7 chairs. So we add to make them plural. I'll make sure I'll make a video to teach you how to recognize or to make the singular or convert them into plural. I'll do that very soon. So the countable are either the names that you can count or the names that have singular and plural. And I gave you some examples. The uncountable, if you see the word uncount, un here means not. Countable, we learn about it. So that means the names that we cannot count. Like what? All the liquids, water, oil, you name it. Any liquid. Liquid means like water. Water is liquid. Oil is liquid. Milk is liquid. Gas, the gas that you get from the car. Sugar, salt, sand. All these are liquid. The liquids, or anything that you can put in bags, put them in bags, or pack them up, they are uncountable nouns. Think of some uncountable nouns around you in your room. What can you see there? There's some water there, right? There's some tea, milk, or coffee around you. So can you count them? No. So we say, I would like to have a glass of water. A glass of water. So the question would be, how much water would you like to have? I would like to have some water. But how many books would you like to get? I would like to have 10 books. Books would be with number and with uncountable you say some. Even books, you could say some books without saying the number specifically. So some could go for both. But the number, if you say 7, 4, 8, whatever number, does not go with uncountable nouns. So if that's clear, let's look at some questions here. And if it's not clear, just keep following me and you will understand by the time we get here. Okay? If you like this video at the end, please give me a thumb up. And if you would like to subscribe in my channel, please do that. Okay? Now, we say there. There. At least 20 in the classroom. So what is in the classroom? Could be students, could be chairs, could be table, correct? So what are you going to use here? I'll give you alternative. I'll give you choices. Is or are. What are you going to choose? Okay. Bear in mind, at least 20. This is a number. So we say there are. This is not good. There are at least 20. 20 what? This should be countable noun. I could say tables with S, chairs, or students. Any of this is correct. So you can make 3 sentences. There are at least 20 chairs in the classroom. There are at least 20 tables in the classroom. There are at least 20 students in the classroom. These are countable nouns. So let's look at this one here. Should we go for is or are? Okay, on the table, a book on the table. Should we say there is a book on the table, or should we say there are a book on the table? Do not forget a book. A book means one book. It's countable, but it is one. For one, we say, we don't need are, we say there is a book on the table because it is one book. So with singular, we use is. With plural, we use are. Let's look at this. I'm going to ask you questions. How many cars? Here, I'm going to use either is or are in the parking lot. Parking lot. Okay. Parking lot means the area where the cars park. So we say how many cars? Oh, cars. Plural. How many cars? Is there or are there? So we should say how many cars? This is plural. So it goes with this. We don't need this. How many cars are there in the parking lot? That's how to make a question. You need to use how many. Okay, let's move here. We talk about water. Don't forget, just talk about liquids. Okay, then we say there either is or are. Which one should we use? Should we say there is no water in the pond or there are no water in the pond? Which one? Okay, we don't need to use are because water is uncountable noun. So we say there is no more water in the pond. The pond is where the water, you can see after the rain, there are a lot of ponds on the street. So for water, we use how much. For the uncountable nouns, we always use how much. For the countable nouns, we always use how many. Okay, please help yourself with the cheese. So the word cheese, is it countable or uncountable nouns? Do you have any clue? All right. Please, say please help yourself with with what? A cheese? Because cheese is uncountable noun, say with some cheese. Some cheese. Okay, what about here? I need to find more information. The information here, is this singular or plural information? Should we say here, I need to find more information or informations? Information does not take the word S. No S is there. What about these ones? It's the same thing. Just like information. We say furniture is uncountable. We don't say furnitures. We don't add S there. The same thing for equipment. And the same thing for advice. Today, for example, I have a piece of advice for you to improve your English. My piece of advice to you today, try to do a lot of reading, a lot of writing, a lot of speaking, and a lot of listenings. All the skills together. Do not discriminate them or separate them. Put them together and work on them to improve your English. That is my piece of advice for today. One more thing. We have the word bread. You know what's bread? Yummy. Especially when it is fresh. It comes just right from there, from the oven. So I would say I would like to buy a loaf. One loaf, that one. We open it and make a sandwich, right? Are you hungry? So make a sandwich there. So please buy a loaf of bread. In other words, this is countable loaf, one loaf of bread. Bread is uncountable nouns. You got it? To learn more English, subscribe in my channel. If you like this video, give me a thumb up. My name is Grayman, and I would like to remind you once again about the coronavirus. Make sure wear your face mask. Do not shake hands. Do not hang. Stay away from people. Make sure clean your hands. Make sure don't crowds. Never. Don't do that now. Because the coronavirus in the second wave is very strong. And I want everybody to be safe. Till next time, you take care, and I will be with more English. If you have any special requests, if you want me to teach certain topics, you can make comments, and I'll get back to you with your request. You take care and see you again. Bye-bye.